Time to head to Philadelphia to continue our State of the Franchise series. I'm Sam Monson. He's Mike Renner. And Mike, with the Eagles, it's really the tale of building a team from the trenches. This is a team where the offensive line ranked as our number one unit in the NFL. The defensive line, the pass rush, ranked as our number one unit in the NFL. This is a test of that mantra that you build a team from the inside out.
Yeah, I think if you're going to, build yourself a good O-line, D-line, you want to follow this model that the Eagles have set forth here, which is just throw as much resources as humanly possible at it and make it utterly dominant. And I think we're going to see that yet again. They're going to be probably the best offensive line in the NFL, and there's zero doubt in my mind that this is the best pass rushing unit in the NFL. Fletcher Cox, 90-plus pressures a season ago, utterly absurd. Brandon Graham coming off the edge, and now you have Derek Barnett possibly taking another step forward in year 3. They're just an embarrassment of riches there. I think they're going to be set up for success with those two units.
Yeah, so on the offensive side of the ball, the big question mark is, will the platform be enough to see Carson Wentz return to the form he had where he looked like a legitimate MVP candidate? Can he get back to that level, or is that essentially an unsustainable run of form that he's just not going to be able to replicate?
Yeah, well, and can he stay healthy over the course of 16 games also is a big factor in that, because this is as much talent as he's had at any point in his career. We seen him play at MVP level before with lesser talent. This is about as good as it gets now, adding J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the second round of the draft, adding Deshaun Jackson via trade there. This Eagles roster, there's really no holes. Miles Sanders at running back too as well. So there's no holes, so really no reason for Carson Wentz not to, but the back injury, ACL injury, your body breaks down. It's not as easy to play through those things as some guys make it look, so that's the big concern for them offensively.
It's such a balanced group of weapons as well. You've now got somebody that can do everything you need, whether it's a slot shifty guy like Nelson Aguilar, whether it's Deshaun Jackson taking the top off defenses with that speed that he still has, whether it's the possession guys like Alshon Jeffrey or J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and of course those tight ends.
Don't just call him a possession guy.
Not just, but he's good at it. There's really no excuse for that offense not to be a devastating group, given that they have the best offensive line, giving them that platform as well. The defense, we talked about how devastating that pass rush is. The only real question mark on this entire roster is the secondary, and whether that group of cornerbacks that they have will hold up enough for the pass rush to get there.
And that is the thing, and not necessarily the place you run a big question mark, but at least they have a bunch of young players. They have possibilities. We've seen guys like Crayvon Blanc earn a 75.9 coverage grade this past season. Even Roswell Douglas, 69.9. Those are good numbers for a young cornerback. Those can build upon and do better in the future. And we've seen elite play from Ronald Darby in the past. I think that was one of the most underrated moves they made all offseason, was getting him back in the fold. How different that defense is with him in the picture versus when he's been hurt over the last few years has been monstrous. So I do think that this secondary, while it's a big question mark, we could still see some good results from those corners.
Right, and Avonte Maddox as well had some impressive play last season. The only one of their cornerbacks a year ago to give up a passer rating under 85 when he was targeted, and the only one to give up a completion percentage lower than 60. Yeah. So he's the guy that sort of stood up last year to try and earn a bit more playing time. There's definitely question marks in that Philadelphia secondary. Will it be enough to derail a Super Bowl charge? That's our question mark for the Eagles, and that's been our State of the Franchise.